this one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Avia LeVon and welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be filming a get ready with me. I did another one very similar to this when I was getting ready to go wedding dress shopping. So if you haven't seen that one, be sure to link it down below. Go check that one out. So in today's video, I'll be doing a very similar thing, but we're getting ready for some engagement pictures with our wedding photographer. So I thought it'd be fun to have you guys just join me as I'm getting ready for all of that. We'll be doing hair and makeup, and I'll show you guys all of my outfits and give you guys some wedding updates just kind of along the way, how everything's coming together. We're getting close. The wedding date is September 25th. So what is that now? I'm like 130-ish days away from the wedding, which is nuts. But let's just go ahead and get everything started. All right, so I'm just gonna start by clipping my hair back so that we are, doesn't even help, just ready to go. And these I got off of Amazon, so I will link them down below if you guys find it helpful. But we will be going for a very simple look today, so definitely skin will be a major focus, as you just want your skin to look as good as possible in pictures. So that's what we're really going to be focusing on. I'm completely barefaced, but just like a tip when you're getting ready for pictures and all of that, do your diligence of obviously washing your face and everything that you do, but do also lightly exfoliate your skin. So I do that with the Ole Henriksen Transform. I think it's their walnut face scrub. So that way all of the dead skin, everything is just smooth, and it'll minimize as much texture and photos, which is great. So I'm glad that I kind of have that good fresh start. I have some moisturizer on my skin too. That one's also from Ole Henriksen. And then I want my face to stay matte and not get oily. We're taking pictures out in a garden today. So matteness is a great way to go. And I have super oily skin too. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Cosmetics Continuous Setting Spray. This is like the super matte one. And I'm actually going to start with that. So I have, moisturized my skin, and I'm going to spray it a little bit. That'll help add a layer in between any oils going through that. Then I have to go through the makeup, and then through the last layer I'll finish off with this. So that way I have like perfectly matte skin. And we'll let that dry on in. But it is so crazy. Okay, I actually want to check to see how many days out. I feel like I am not a good bride from that sense. I should have like the countdown just ready to be able to just spit it out. So I'm checking on my iPad. Oh Lord, 125 days. I mean, close. I said 130-ish from the wedding. But I'm so happy that we're finally able to kind of get these pictures in. We've been trying to get them done with our wedding photographer for some time, but COVID has just made everything so weird. So in a wedding update quite a while ago, I shared some of the inspiration that we wanted to do, with it being like a bar setup and all of that. And so we were close to getting all that figured out, and then the holidays hit and COVID numbers were just kind of crazy. And so we were like, you know what, like we're not even like quite that pressed to just like get this in now. I'd rather like everybody just kind of play it safe and lay low. So here we are now in May, and we're like, oh hey, we should do this and get it done. The other good thing is that we already kind of have some engagement pictures from Paris. So it wasn't like the extra pressure of like, oh my god, I need these for save the dates or whatever else. So we used Paris pictures for those. But now the place that we were going to take pictures, there's a cost essentially to take pictures basically anywhere in Atlanta. But where we were going to take them for this bar scene, they wanted quite a few $100s, which we were ready to pay around the holidays because we just weren't thinking about the rest of the financial impacts with the rest of the wedding. But now that we're like, 5 months and some change out from the wedding, I was just like, I don't need it. Absolutely not necessary. So we pulled back from the bar theme and are going with this really pretty garden in the city. It has a beautiful staircase, so we'll still do something formal and then something semi-cash, kind of similar to what we did in Paris. Brows are done. I want to sculpt them out. Yeah, and even with that though, I'm really only like sold on one outfit. So we'll just kind of like see how everything goes. So we'll bring both outfits. I just really only want to definitely get pictures in this one. And then maybe the second, we'll see. I'm super excited to meet our wedding photographer because we only talked over the phone and via email quite a bit, but like we'll get to meet in person, which is like super exciting. But also, so rest of the wedding stuff. I feel like lately we've been just trying to sign off on all the last little details. So we've gone and visited my wedding planner and our like decor designer to sign off on some last few things. So we had a proposal from them before, so now we're like choosing the actual like linens, and our venue comes with like chairs and seats, but like our chairs and seats for our sweetheart table, and we did decide we wanted to do a sweetheart table. And then we were really talking through seating chart displays. I have a shape piece on it. It is really digging into me. It's one of those with like the built-in bra, so the bra like doesn't fit perfectly, but here's where we are, the things you do to look good in photos. Okay, so oh yeah, our seating chart display. So that's like a little bit of a challenge. I have this wall in our venue that I don't love. I'm just gonna be honest. So I would like to cover it up as much as possible. So we were just talking through some different design options for that. And I think we've settled on 2 that Damon and I still need to like make the final decision on. But I'll actually let you guys help me. I'll put 2 of the reference photos right here. You guys tell me which one you like better down in the description bar below. So I'll put number 1 right here and number 2 right here. So both should be really fun and cute. Okay, so I'm just did my brows with the Beverly Hills, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and then now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, this is some sort of color corrector, but it's number 3 tan, and just getting some of these little spots so that my face can be a lot just brighter and even. So yeah, we went through all of that with the decor. Yes, I think we're like almost done. Another like really big thing that we've been like trying to think through and figure out is like all of our music. So like, yes, we have the DJ and all of that. But we've been just thinking through like what we want our special moment songs to be for everything. So that's like, ooh, I forgot to go in with official primer. How fun. I'll just go in where I usually have the largest pores and we'll just call it a day. But so like, what's all of the walkout songs and first dance and our walkout song, and what about our father-daughter dance and mother-son dance, all those kind of things. Like, what do we want to do? So it's been fun. The past like few weeks we've gone over to just like hanging out with my parents out on their rooftop, and we have just played so much music. We've had a lot of other like family friends come over and help us like talk about songs, and we'll like test them out and all of that. It's been a lot. So that has been our entertainment the last few weeks. I look crazy. Okay, but yes, so that has been a ton of fun for us. And so I think we have our walkout song. Damon needs to like officially sign off on it. So we're gonna like, I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, but whatever the song is, I really only want like the beginning and the chorus of it. and then the end. I just think it's a lot of fun and goes with the theme of the wedding. That helped a lot. So Damon wants to, like, we keep like time tracking it, so we'll like jump to all those parts every time we play it, so he just wants to like hear a little bit closer what it sounds like. But I think it's fun. I think he likes it. Yeah, so we just need to like finalize all of those little details. Next, so I went in with just a little bit of concealer. It's not very even. I think there's a couple of cool spots, but we'll get them all, doesn't matter. But I'm going in with my favorite, the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This literally has some of the best coverage. I think the second maple, yes. I don't want any harsh lines, so I get to brush this in everywhere. Another thing that we have been doing is all of the Mother of the Bride and Mother of the Groom dresses, so shopping for those. I feel like we started that a little bit further behind than we needed to. I think with I think in a lot of department stores, some stores weren't carrying as many formal dresses because it was like, and we're not really going out, so why would we stock all the stores with dresses? So that became a little bit of a challenge, and I don't quite remember why at like the bridal stores they didn't manufacture, I guess, as much of some of the dresses, so we had to be a little bit more diligent about coming in a little bit earlier to order them so that they could be made in time. So now at some of the stores for some of the dresses, we're running into the, okay, I might really like this one, but shoot, if I order it, I won't get it in time for the wedding to do all the alterations and everything else we need. But my mom has found a dress and I really like it. I think she looks really, really good. And then Damon's mom is really close, I think, to finding her dress, which just makes this like all fun. Okay, I'm going in next with just a little bit of contour. So this is the KKW Beauty one. And so on some other things that we're doing, we are really getting together that like weekend events, so all of that together. So we're going to do a welcome party that Friday before the wedding for everybody that's in town. So getting all that together. I want to do a farewell brunch with my family and a wedding, well, our family and wedding party. So we'll do that the day after, late as possible though, because we'll be having a little too much fun. And I'm slowly starting to shop for like what all of that looks like. So that's exciting. And if you guys didn't know, I already do have my wedding dress. If you're behind on some of those updates, it came in February, end of February. So I have that. It's actually sitting over my guest room in the closet in there, tucked away so that David can't see it. But I will start to get alterations on that soon. And I think there's a couple of slight modifications that I want to make to it. So I actually might go in to get it altered a little bit sooner, so that one, I want to see if some of the modifications that I want to make, if it's even like possible. I think they're small, but I also, you know, that's not my specialty. So I just want to take it in somewhere to see what people would say. But like, even if they can't do it, I still am like in love with my dress the way it is. Though it's not like a bummer. It's just a, ooh, that would be super cute if I could do this. So we'll just see. Just make sure we don't get any creases. So I'm gonna leave my eyes awkwardly open as I'm getting ready to say this. We'll go in, we'll set a little bit heavy, but we'll dust this out really quickly. I love to get all this powder in right here next to the nose. And again, guys, I'm super oily. I am an oily chick. So I try and get this all in and just set it. Okay, and then I want to go ahead and powder the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go in and just do that with the Sephora, is there micro smooth powder? Yeah, micro smooth powder. Once I do this, I'm gonna set my face with just kind of like a mineral spray, and then I'll go in and finish everything else. That will help my face not look as powdery, but all the powders are there to soak up the oils. So this is another Morphe one. On some other updates, on Damon's side, we are still working on getting his whole tuck situation figured out. So we've checked out a couple of places, but we haven't had the easiest time. I'm going to be completely transparent, but also not being transparent. See how I just do that, say that, but then like that's the most you're gonna get on it. But hope to have everything with his tucks worked out in the next week or so. That way, we can go ahead and make sure all the rest of the guys can go ahead and order everything that they need, and then I can let my family know that have our two little gentlemen that'll be part of the wedding, what they need to do to get all of their stuff like rented and for the little people. I don't know what I want to do from here. So I'm going to start with a bronzer. This one's the Charlotte Tilbury one. I clearly love it. But yes, we're having a hard time with that, but should be able to get it all worked out and figured out in the next week, I would say, which will be good. So I think he's gonna look so good in his tux. It's like one of my favorite like look, like him in a look, if that makes sense. I think he just does that like formal so well. It's super attractive too. Okay, so I also went a little bit there and contoured my nose, and what I'm going to do is a little triangle sponge and another Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish in number 2, and just really stamp out that contour just a little bit in my under eye area. Cool. All right, so this is the part where my get ready with me turns into a voiceover. If you guys haven't seen my empty apartment tour, be sure to check that out. But in that video, you'll see that our bathroom is connected to our closet. So, hence the voiceover. So Damon's actually in the bathroom and in the shower getting ready and stuff, so that really killed a lot of this audio. So here we go. So right now I am working on my eyes, and I believe I'm using all Makeup by Mario for that. Okay, so more on the wedding updates. So in the middle of June, I will be getting ready to go out to my bachelorette trip, which I'm super excited about. We're going to Puerto Vallarta. I hope I'm saying that right. So sorry, guys. But that's where we'll be going in Mexico. I'm taking 11 other girls, and my 2 younger sisters are planning the entire thing. I'm so excited for whatever this weekend will look like. I'm sure by the time this video is posted, I'll have a ton of content and posts and things on my Instagram, so be sure to check that out. I'll do like a house tour. I do know what that looks like, and the house is beautiful. Everything else, I'm not really sure what's happening over that weekend. But yeah, check out my Instagram. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff there, all on my bachelorette trip, and I'm just really excited to see what my sisters have in store. So obviously I've been doing a ton of shopping for my bachelorette trip, and ironically a lot of it is from inexpensive places. I actually just did a blog post all on inexpensive outfits and jewelry that I have bought for my bachelorette trip, so be sure to check that out. I'll put that link down in the description bar below. But then I also did, do some more expensive shopping, I guess. There's air quotes happening back here. But from Revolve and a couple other places for like my big staple moments. So like I know we're doing like a one really big dinner, so I wanted to be sure I was glitz and glam for that. So I got that dress from Revolve, and a couple other places. But ultimately you'll see all the posts on Instagram, and we'll do a larger blog post on this coming up soon. Okay, so we're nearing out the end of this Get Ready With Me. I am now working on my hair. So I actually just got tape and extensions, and I'm super in love with them. And my stylist really did a great job. So that's what's given all the length and body here. But I'm really just going to end up giving them a nice little curl. And that way we're nice and voluminous for the photos. All right, so we're nearing the end of this Get Ready With Me. I wanted to talk a little bit about my main dress that I'm wearing for the photos. It's from Shona Joy. It is a really long ivory dress, satin, absolutely beautiful. You'll see it in the end here. I'm going to show you guys all the pictures that we took, but super excited about it. And then as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's going to be my first time meeting our wedding photographer, and now filming this after the fact. I'm absolutely in love with her. I'm going to leave all of her information down below. That way, if you're in the Atlanta area or whatever else, you can check her out. But she is amazing. So